Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and today we're looking to try and answer a fairly simple question: what is variance? Variance rears its head in a number of places in statistics and probability, for example, and it's sort of brushed over and often little understood. There is a relationship between the standard deviation and variance, and that's probably a good place to start. The standard deviation squared, which is in fact variance, and variance is often written as just S squared, sample variance that is the sum of the differences between the mean and each piece of data squared divided by one less than the number of items in the sample. That's what this says. Now, the keen amongst you will observe that if I had put a square root sign around this, I would have had the formula for a standard deviation, and indeed there's a relationship between them, and you can see that set out here. The variance is equal to the standard deviation squared. So far I've talked more about standard deviations, I guess, than variance. So how would I define variance? And that's the purpose of this video. This is a short video to define the idea of variance. Variance is the variability of data about the mean. So if we look at these two bell curves, these approximate bell curves that I've drawn, you can see that this bell curve here has a much larger range than this one. And so the variance, the variability about the mean of this data will be greater than this. So it is a measure of variability. Now, I said that it was used in a few areas. One of the areas in which it is used that I didn't mention was in financial maths, and what it calculates there is the volatility, say, of a stock about its mean. So a stock may have a mean of, say, 100, and its top value over the year was 150. Its bottom value was 50. Say similar stock, same price. Lowest value was 25, highest value was 175, the mean was 100. One has a greater variance than the other. It is said to be more volatile, and without getting too far into this, some people associate that with risk. That is not necessarily so. What we can say, if we view these two and we take them as an example of what I was talking about, this item tends to move a greater distance from the mean than this item. That's all, and that's its variance. Okay, we'll get into applications of this and the ways in which you calculate variance for certain types of probability, for example. We'll get into that later. Just at this point, the key thing is to understand the idea of variance. And you can see, I hope, how it is associated with standard deviation, because of course the standard deviations in this distribution are much larger than in this. Surprise, surprise, so is the variance. Okay, thank you for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.